Hello, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy. I'm here with my husband Noel. He's in the back doing the cameras as usual. And welcome in. I see a lot of familiar names. Southern Charm, Jamie, Brenda, thank you. Let's see, Haley, Gwen, Bailey Boy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. So we are doing like vintage variety. Normally on Saturdays, I like to do like really super curated shows. But I have a lot of stuff that's just not kind of fitting into these curated shows, and I didn't want to just leave it on my shelf, so we're doing a vintage variety tonight. Next Sunday, because Saturday we have some cheerleading stuff we got to do, but next Sunday we are doing French country, so be sure to check that one out. But today is all vintage variety. Let's get started. We are doing all dollar starts, so let's get that going here. All right. First up, some uranium glass. Let's check this out. Where is it? Okay, this is really weird, you guys. So I have these 3 saucers. You can see, well, if I hold them up together, you can kind of see that green tint. So you can tell they're uranium glass. You can see it in the picture too. And I got these at an antique center, and they are antique store. Every single one of them was marked uranium glass. Now, I got home and I put a black light on them. One glows like crazy, and I would have to put the light on to tell you which one. One glows like crazy. The other 2 are like, they're meh, not so great. So they are uranium glass. I do not know why one would glow and the others are meh. My husband's saying it's the life of the uranium in the glass. I don't know. We're going to go with that. Let's just go with it. And let me just check. I thought there was a little flea bite on one of these, but you're going to get all 3 of these. No, they're in great shape. If there was a flea bite, I would have put it in the description. But let's go ahead and get those up and going. I like to do 15 seconds. And they are going now. 3 uranium glass saucers. Thank you for your bid. Oh, thank you, Southern Charm. Hope you're having a great day too. So far, it's going good.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Southern Charm, these are going to you. Thank you so much. As you can see, we got a new setup. So this is our first show with this new setup, so we're testing it out. Hopefully it's going to go good for me. Welcome in, Vintage Chick, Rust and Dust, and Taylor. How are you guys doing? All right, this one had a pre-bid. These are always neat. I come across these bowls every now and then. So this is a Fenton basket weave bowl, no chips or cracks, and I love like the little opalescent edge to it. It's so pretty. And then of course you have that clear basket weave. These come in a lot of different colors. I've seen them in all different types of colors. And that is up and going. Thank you, Kate, for your pre-bid on that. No chips or cracks. Perfect little candy dish, our little trinket dish. It is absolutely beautiful. Welcome in, Sarah and Britke, if I'm saying that right. Kate, thank you so much. This is going to you.
Thank you.
Okay, what do we have next? Thank you for sharing this live stream. I so appreciate it. So do you guys have Easter plans?
Thank you.
Are you doing anything big for Easter? We are, so I have only a 14-year-old left at home, almost 15. And you don't really do an egg hunt at that age. So we're going to do a different type. She's upstairs, so I got to be very quiet. But I'm going to hide gift cards around the house, and we're going to do a teenage egg hunt. So I'm kind of excited about that. All right, let's do this one here. Now, these are depression glass. It's clear depression glass. Doesn't it sound like fun? And she has no clue. She thinks that she's too big for egg hunts. So we're going to do, I don't know, I'm trying to find a creative way like what to put them in, because gift cards are too big for little plastic eggs. We'll see. But we have Jeanette, Lori. I got my little faces. Aw, that's so good. I'm so glad you got it. I'm happy that you like them too. All right, so we have a creamer, and a sugar bowl. It's a lidded sugar bowl. No chips or cracks. This is depression glass, and it's the iris design. So you have these gorgeous irises all the way around. Love the 2-handled sugar bowl. And then, of course, you have the creamer, too. This is actually from my personal collection that I've had for a while. And those are up and going. I don't like this is too low, like it needs to be above the words on the screen. We'll go like this so we can see them better without doing a close-up of my stomach there. We don't need that. All that negativity there, huh? Thanks for looking at this. Let's see what else we have. All right, we have, all right, this one I'm almost a little scared to, I'm not really scared to ship. I'll pack it good, but this is a delicate one here. Look at this beauty. Look at how beautiful this is. So this is a 9-inch tall, all glass, and it has these gorgeous etched florals on there. I know they're kind of, I don't know if we can, kind of hard to see, but gorgeous etched florals, blue glass on the top, clear bottom. Look at that big old ball pedestal base down there. No chips or cracks. I'm gonna set it down before I drop it. Hi Ella and Joy, hi Nikki. That is up and going. Hello. This one is just so stunning with the etched flowers on there. Welcome in, we are doing all dollar starts. This is a vintage variety, so just a mix of stuff. And you guys, I have the coolest announcement. I can't tell you everything yet. Stay tuned. If you come to my Monday show, I'll be able to make the full announcement. But we do have a new type of show coming. It's gonna be Friday night. I haven't scheduled it yet because we're working on our thumbnail right now. Totally different than anything you're seeing on Whatnot so far, so I'm super excited about it. Let's see, this goes back here. And it is still doing vintage decor, just the format is completely different than anything you've seen. So I'm pretty excited to bring this to you guys. All right, you know how every show I say, hi Vintage Chick, hi Crisscross. Every show I say that subconsciously, there's something on my mind. Today must have been sugar and creamers because I don't know, for some reason I got a bunch of them. And I really don't do this on purpose. It just kind of works out that way. So these ones are Royal Winton. They're out of England. So it says made in England, Royal Winton. These are very fine bone china. So you get the sugar. It is an open sugar bowl. Beautiful. Look at that dark black with those beautiful pops of color of those flowers. And you get the creamer. Couple little spots of paint wear. No chips or cracks. Really great condition. And those are gonna go right now. Hello, Frilly 2. Thanks for looking at those. Hi, TCA Mira. I'm the bottle guy. What a cool name. All right, we have a little piece of pottery next. So I was saying we have a whole new setup, and my husband's hooked it up, so I have a TV in front of me, and like I have my mouse here, I'm controlling it this way, which is totally new. So it's a little kind of feeling my way through this a bit. And I think the mouse is laggy. I've been telling him to get me a better one. All right, little piece of pottery. Do we have any pottery people here today? I am a huge pottery fan, and this is probably like a studio piece. Just absolutely gorgeous little vessel. Look at the little flowers on there. It just adds a little touch of something. And I love how the glaze, like you can see the clay through the glaze. I really like that look. It is signed on the bottom. I'll never be able to read it, but it is signed on the bottom there. No chips or cracks. It's in perfect shape. And that is going. If you are just joining, I do have everything is listed in the auction tab. Feel free to place your pre-bids. Thanks for your bid. And the bin is full. Hi, Blue Collar and Bling-tastic. Lady G, Southern Charm, this is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, this piece was made in Mexico, which really surprised me. I had no idea this was made in Mexico until I was taking pictures of it, and there's like an actual tag that says made in Mexico. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So normally clowns like give me the ick. Like I do not like clowns. This is a clown decanter, but it doesn't have the creepy clown head, so it's okay. So this one doesn't creep me out. It is a really cool piece of glass though. It is hand blown, and you have the whole body there. You have applied arms, hands, you got the big old clown feet, the big clown collar. The glass itself is just gorgeous with that mix of colors. You can see the ponto mark there. There are no chips or cracks. And then back here is the original, and the little tag right there, and I know you're not going to be able to read it, but there's a little tag, and it took me with the camera getting up close, but it says, made in Mexico, but it's in Spanish. We're going to go ahead and run this one. And that is up and going. It is 9 inches tall. All right, thanks for looking at that one. Let's stick this over here. We have some of my favorite Noritake. Always love me some Noritake or some Nippon. This is your creamer and your shaker. So you could put your sugar in there. You could put cinnamon and sugar in it. Let me go ahead and get a pin. Maybe somewhere in here. So you guys, I started, oh, actually I do have some religious figures. Let me get this going and I will go and grab those. I have a Mary and Jesus religious statues. I'll go grab those. So Noritake, we have your creamer. This is a really popular sunset, sunrise pattern. This one is actually called Tree in the Meadow Berry. But you'll see a lot of these, and there's a huge debate on whether they're sunrise or sunsets. No chips or cracks, almost no paint wear. They're in really great shape. Still has a little stopper down there. I don't think I showed you the top of this one. And the bottom. So beautiful set. And that, I'm going to put this for 20 seconds so I can go grab those. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where they are. So those are up and running, and I'll go grab those.
Thank you for your bid.
Thank you for your bid. These are so pretty. Southern Charm, these are going to you. These are gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right, so this is by request. These are the only religious figures that I have, and they are in perfect shape. So the light's kind of reflecting there. We'll see if we can get it better. But we have Mary. Nice little glaze over it, over the top part here, like the shawl in her hands where she's praying. Then we have Jesus here. They do have felt on the bottom. They are like a porcelain. So they're absolutely stunning. I'll go ahead and run the pair for $8. No obligation, but if you are interested. Let me just find the listing that I can use. Here we go. All right, let me, and we can change, see if I can get my keyboard to wake up and we can change the dollar amount here. There we go. All right, I'll drop the time down to 10 seconds on these. So these are up and going if there is something that interests you. Hey Taylor, Broken Thrifted Finds, hello. Hey Vintage Veteran. Welcome in, Keeper of the Memories. You are so welcome for even, thank you for asking for them, and you're welcome for showing them there. All right, let's go back to our list. If there's anything you guys want to see, I am always happy to take a request and see if I have it, or if there's something in the bin and you're like, I'm not so sure, I just want to see it, just let me know. I'm always happy to go and get it and never feel obligated. Let's go. No. All right, let's see here. My husband's trying to ask me, he thought I had something else, but I really don't. Okay, we have, hey Vintage Rented, I am doing good. How are you? I am, on the personal note, not a lot of people know this about me, but So I have done 2 marathons and now I am training for my 3rd. So I went on a long run this morning and then I took a nap. So my day has been pretty good so far. All right, we have a antique toothpick holder. So this is called Handy Dandy. The actual maker is unknown and the specific date is unknown. But I got this as part of a collection of toothpick holders from an estate, and all of them were like very early 1900s, some late 1800s. So I have no doubt that it's in that time period. Oh, thank you. Don't say you were only able to do a half, because that's still 13 miles. A half is very significant. I am actually signed up. I'm going to run this and I'll tell you about a half that I have coming up. Let's put this on for 15 seconds. All right, this is up and running. Antique toothpick holder. It does not glow, but it's pretty cool. We do a half, my daughter and I, in the Smoky Mountains, and we've done it. This will be our 8th year doing it. It's in September. Best half I have ever done. Thank you so much for looking at this. Best half I've ever done. You run almost the whole race, except for the last 3 miles, next to a stream, and you're like in the mountains, but it's not like a lot of uphill. It's actually less elevation gain there than it is here in Pennsylvania. Like, it's just gorgeous. Best half. I would recommend it to anybody. All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, I have some brass. I have some really cool brass today. Here we go. All right. This one is a little brass ginger jar, and it has the enamel like overlay to it. So you have the lid with the enamel overlay, and it is brass. And then the jar, and look at the florals on there. Look at how they've painted that on the enamel. I am in love with this. Yes, me too. That's where Smoky Mountains, that's where I want to retire someday. That is my hope. All right, this one is up and going. Beautiful brass and enamel ginger jar. And I like the flowers. I got a little vase that matches this. I'll run in a little bit. This one is so pretty. And Southern Charm, this is going to you. Thank you so much.
On its way to you.
Where are we? What am I going to do next? Some Mexican pottery. So I was actually really surprised about some of this vintage Mexican pottery. Okay, I'm sorry. My husband's trying to tell me to do something, and I have zero idea what he's telling me to click on. Honey, you're gonna have to come over here and click, because I have zero idea what you're trying to tell me to do. All right, sorry about that. He's like going like this, giving me directions, and I'm lost. All right, but I was really surprised on this Mexican pottery that there's like some value to it. And I just thought, oh, it's some old Mexican pottery that, Tonala or whatever, that everybody loves Tonala, everybody loves Talavera. But this stuff is pretty collectible. So we have 2 trays here, 2 vintage Mexican pieces of pottery. So you've got the gorgeous colors in there, nice and soft colorings. You have the little tray, and then you've got the bigger one. So they do match together. So they're not the same picture, but the coloring is the same. And then I'll kind of turn them around so you can see. Now there is a little bit of like flea bites and chippiness, nothing really major around the edges, but you can see it. It has some of that pre-love to them. But this is for the set, and they are up and going. And Tim, you have unlocked the bronze tier. Congratulations. Rona, thank you so much for your bid. And I did not say hello to Denise and Yilly Cat, Linda. Thank you so much for coming in today. And Rona, these are going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome to bronze level.
Let's do the other little enamel one here. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. You are very welcome. All right, so this matches that ginger jar. Hi, Mimi. This is it's brass, so you've got your brass top and your brass, it's brass all the way through, but you can really see the brass here. Then you have that same enamel with the same floral on it. And it's kind of a bud vase size, so it's not huge opening. And we're gonna get that going. It is 5 inches tall. You get the pretty little flower on there. Thank you for your bid. Brass is like all the thing right now, like all the rage is brass. And Southern Charm, these will look great together.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, what else do we have here? So I have some tea sets that have a lot of pieces, so I'm gonna grab those in just a second. Let's do some of the stuff that are a little bit easier for me to grab. Hi, Barbara. Hi, my family. Jeans. Kendra. How you guys doing? Cup and saucer. Where is it? See, now that like we have this thing, you guys are going to see me dancing back here. This is normally what I do. Usually in my shows, we're like over that way, and you don't see me as much, and I'm just like over here dancing. All right. So this one, there is a call out on it. There's some staining on the inside, which I will show you. But the colors are absolutely beautiful. This is like a deep, dusty rose, pinkish color, and I just love it. Look at that dusty rose with that gold, and then you've got this dainty little cup here with the gold on it. Now, like I said, the call out on the inside, you can see that staining, so there's some staining there. But a lot of times these are for display and you're not drinking out of them. There is a sticker, but I can't read it. It's like half missing. So I don't know where it's from. Doesn't say. All right, we are going to go ahead and get that going. And that is up and going now. Hi, Telly. Does anybody like those Annalise? Is anybody into Annalise? Hi, Oma. All right, thanks for looking at this. I had never even heard of an Annalise doll until I was in another seller show, and people were going crazy for them. She had like 5 or 6 of them, and there was like, it was just, everybody wanted more and more and more of them. And then, of course, lo and behold, I go to the store a few days later, and there's one of these Annalise. So I thought it was kind of cool. They are collectible. I did a little research so I can learn what they were. This one, let me go ahead and get it pinned. There we go. Here they are. So this is the Annalise Laundry Day mouse. It is from 1996. It has its little tag here, and it says 96. And all of these are made only in Meredith, New Hampshire. So it's the only place these are made. They are little cloth mice, and they're just adorable. So very collectible. I guess there's a whole thing of people that collect these, which is awesome. I'm like, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and give this a try. We're going to run it for $1, up and going. Little Annalise. Thanks for looking at that. I have a totally lost my train of thought. A vase, that's what I have. I have a vase. And this one is called a feather vase, probably a little more contemporary than most of my vintage. And the reason I say that is there is a tag on the bottom that says hand wash only, and it was made in China. So this is probably a craft store, but it's not one that I've seen recently in craft stores. I'm guessing maybe around 10 years old. It's gorgeous though. That's why I included it, because it's gorgeous. Hey, Nikki. Hi, Nasta Junk. All right, so this is called a feather vase, and I just love the shape of it. You can do so much. It can sit on its own, but look at the top. It's almost like a drip glaze, but not. It has this feathered look to it. You've got the nice tans and maroons. It is beautiful. No chips or cracks. It is in mint condition. We're going to run that for just $1, up and going. And I'm going to see what is coming up next. Oh, wait, no, this should not be $112 for shipping. Okay, so something's wrong with that. Let me check the shipping on this. Hold on, you guys. What did I put in? Thank you for telling me that. Well, this one doesn't say any. That's weird. Let me just rerun it. Let me figure out. Hold on real quick. It should not be $112. That is for sure. Let me take a quick weight and see what this says, because it only feels like it's a couple of pounds. Yeah, it would be 3 to 4 pounds. Let me rerun that just in case you were interested and that 112 scared you off, because that would definitely scare me off too. We are going to run this again. Hopefully the shipping looks a little more reasonable. Thank you for your bid. This one is so pretty. It almost looks like it has movement up here when you're turning it. Rona, thank you so much. Going to you. I'm guessing the shipping was a little more reasonable that time. If you guys ever see shipping that's like that, please holler out to me, because I don't see the shipping that you guys see. Like, I'll put in a weight, but I also notice, oh, Rona, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I genuinely appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. I use like a listing software, so like a cross lister, and I notice that I'll put the weight in there, but sometimes then when I list it on Whatnot, it doesn't transfer over, so I have to manually go in and put the weights in. So sometimes stuff like that will happen with the weights. All right, so we have some ironstone. Normally I save all my ironstone for my primitive shows, but I've just caught so much lately. I've been trying to mix it in with some other shows. This is part of a larger set. So I had the whole complete vanity set. I still have in my storage room the huge bowl with the basin and the pitcher. I have a couple pieces in this show. So if this is something you like, we could see about some other pieces. But this is the vase. It is, like I said, it's a piece of ironstone. Anchor Pottery is where is originally the maker of it. Gorgeous greens and whites. And we're going to go ahead and run this one. And that is up and going. And then I also have the soap dish today in this pattern too, so we'll run that. Thank you so much, Southern Charm. These are old. These are probably early 1900s. Southern Charm, that's going to you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and just run the soap dish while we're doing that. Let me show it to you first. We'll get it pinned and I will show it to you. This is a really unique soap dish. Hi, oh, that's so cute. Thrift and Giggles. I love the name. I don't know if I have seen you before or seen your name, but I love that name. And welcome in, Chosen Threads. Okay, so this soap dish, it starts with the lid. A little bit of flea bites around like the rim, but no big chips or anything. So you've got that same pattern. And then this one has a lot of crazing. So then you have this part like this where the soap would go and it sits in the bowl. So of course you have the hole for like that soap residue. And then you have the bowl itself. I thought that was so neat that it had all of these different parts to it. And it's not just like a little, let's see if I can hold it up like this so you can see what it looks like this way. It's not just like a little basic, bowl. So we're going to go ahead and run that one. And that is up and going. And Southern Charm, thank you so much for your bid. That's going to you. If you're interested in any of that other set, I think I have some pieces listed in the bin. And then if they're not there, let me know if you're interested and I'll send you some pictures or we'll get them listed somehow. All right. This one has a lot of pieces. This is a child's tea set and it is Hazel Atlas. Hi, Kalia. Hope and Heritage. Welcome in. So this child's tea set from Hazel Atlas is like milk glass, like colored milk glass. We have, for the cups, we have a green cup, we have a yellow cup, and these are all in great shape, no chips or cracks. And we have a blue cup. Then there is the sugar bowl, or no, sorry, this is the creamer. We have the creamer and we have the sugar bowl in pink. So in addition, it also comes with all of the saucers. So we have the teacup saucers. So you would take your little cup and your saucer. How adorable. Hi, Mom. You're doing awesome. I love your show. Mom, I have no idea because my kids are not Okay, which one of my children, if you're saying hello to me, one of my, Katie. Okay, so that's my oldest, and I have no idea why it says Kalia, but you go, girl. You're supposed to be working. Why are you on Whatnot? Yes, I'm going to be mom for a second. All right, so you get the little teacup and the saucers. The only thing is I only have 3 cups. We have 4 saucers, so it is the pink cup we don't have, but we have the saucer for. So you get the 4 cups, and you get 4 regular size saucers. So you get this whole set, all these pieces. We're going to run it for $1, and that is up and going. Oh, you are off work and you're coming home to cook the family dinner. Well, wonderful. Southern Charm, thank you for your bids. And Angel. Angel, that's going to you. Thank you so much. You know what? We're going to do this in stages so I don't drop anything.
On its way to you.
So, y'all, that is my oldest daughter there in the chat. And I'll tell you how old she is, but then you're going to know how old I am. All I'm going to say is I was very, very young. I was a wild teenager, but I was 17 when she was born. She is 30. How old is she? 34? Is that how old you are? I think she's 34. I have to do the math. After a while, those of you with adult kids, and especially more than one child, do you just kind of lose track of how old they are? They get to be just your adult children. That's where we're at. All right, we have another tea set. So if you like that tea set, check this one out. This is an adult tea set. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so this is, let me pin it so you can see all the details. All right, Paragon China out of England, and it is very like fine porcelain. Look at those flowers. Look at that coloring, trimmed in gold. That is so beautiful. So you get 1, 2, no chips or cracks, 5 teacups. 1, 2, that's only 4. Here's the 5th one. So 5 teacups and 1, 2, 5 saucers. Look at how pretty that is. You can really see the colors there. And again, it's Paragon China. We're going to do this whole set, and that is up and going now. Well, now it is. Thank you for your bid. I just love this one. It has that fine, delicate little, not like little, but just that delicate china. And the coloring, the pops of blues and yellows on here, absolutely stunning. Angel, this is going to you. What a great pickup.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Again, I'm going to do this in stages so I don't break anything. All right. So you guys, please take a second when you get a chance, bookmark my upcoming shows. I am doing shows every Monday and Wednesday a.m., so 6:45, 7 in the morning. Friday mornings is a talk show. Buyers, sellers, talk about life. It's a little bit of everything. So just pop on in. We have a good time. And then Friday evening is a brand new show. Watch for the announcement on that. Again, it's going to be like nothing you've seen on Whatnot. I promise you. Totally new idea. And then, of course, every Saturday. All right, what do we have next? Let's see. Do you guys like Pyrex? I have a Pyrex sugar and creamer. And this is almost Art Deco-y looking. It's Pyrex milk glass. So we have a perfect condition. These are mint, like they're gorgeous. So we have your creamer, and look at that, just that green elegance along the top with that gold. It is so beautiful. It is like a minty green, seafoam green. Now I don't know if you're going to be, if we can focus on that, but it actually says the Pyrex there on the bottom. I didn't know Pyrex made sugars and creamers, but they do. There you go. You can make it out just enough there. There, yep, okay, it's flat. It's like coming in and out, but you can see that it says Pyrex. All right, and then we have your lidded sugar bowl. So you've got the white lid, and then you've got that gorgeous green and gold on your sugar bowl. And then you've got that Pyrex stamp on this one too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and run this set. There is the only call out, there's a little tiny bit of, maybe a little bit of paint wear on the gold, maybe a little bit. And that's going down. What else do we have? Let me see what's next. Thanks for your bid. These are just so pretty. And I haven't seen these. I mean, like, this is not a common sugar and creamer set. It is not one that I have seen. Why? What are you? My husband's like doing the camera, and I'm trying to hold this up for you to see. Here we go. All right. It's not one you've seen a lot. Southern Charm, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. What do we got going on? I love it too. Now that I was tempted to keep because I do collect sugars and creamers, but I am completely out of space. Like, I can't. My stuff takes over our house. I say that, but my husband has a huge Star Wars collection in his office. And our styles are so different. Like, I love collections, but I'm also kind of minimalist. Like, I don't like them out. And my husband, I think, is more cultural. Everything has to be showing. So we are kind of a little bit different. He's shaking his head, but he knows I'm telling the truth. All right. So this is a Princess Anne set. There are more pieces in my bin. I sold 1 or 2 at my last show. That's exactly Southern Charm. We'll just sell it. Look at that. That is the most brilliant piece of advice I have seen in forever.
Those are back from my childhood. So they're over 40 years old.
Yes. We went home to visit his family in Mexico, and he found his mom brought him this box of toys. And in addition to all the just Star Wars stuff he's collected over the years, he had all these little Star Wars figures that are from way, way back. And actually, I was a little impressed. I kind of thought they were cool. But okay, Princess Anne China. Like I said, there's a few more pieces in the bin if you're interested. Gorgeous pattern. And what I love about this, normally you're going to see fine china. It has the beautiful little pink flowers, very dainty. This one is these bold orange and blues. Absolutely beautiful. Now, there is a little stain, and there's definitely crazing on these, but they are gorgeous. So this one is the bowl. It is a serving bowl, like a vegetable size bowl. And that is up and going. Hello, Molly. And Southern Charm, that is going to you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? We haven't run a giveaway in forever. Let's run a giveaway. I don't even think we've done one this show. So we're going to get a giveaway started. It is our normal giveaway that we do. It is our Lucky Duck. Is it going? There it is. It's going. Our little Lucky Duck pack. Because what you're really getting is the opportunity to pick anything from the bin that I will run at a greatly discounted price on flash sale. All right. So up next, we have a beautiful hobbyist piece. Let me see if I can pin it. And this is a bluebird. It is a ceramic piece. And it's just so pretty. So whoever painted this did an absolutely wonderful job. And kind of just see all the blues and how they blended the colors was just really good. If you can see the, let's see, like the chest of the bird there. And then you've got those tail feathers with the blacks, and of course all the foliage that are like what's it called? The log that it's sitting on. And then it is a ceramic piece, so you can kind of see the bottom there. No chips or cracks. And that is up and going. Thank you for your bids. This is a really pretty one. Southern Charm, that is going to you.
Thank you.
Clear a spot where I can set it down over here. All right. Okay, this is such a pretty piece of glass. This is like an Art Deco bowl, and I did some research on this one. Let me find it, and we'll pin it. Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Hello, Afton and Portia. All right, so this is an MCM Indiana glass, my ring's hitting it, Indiana glass bowl. So you've got that gorgeous yellow. Look at how bright and beautiful that yellow is down there. And then this is actually silver. That is not clear. I know it kind of looks clear. That is silver. And then of course you got that white. And it looks just like this really big blooming flower from the top. No chips or cracks. And that's going now. Blame it on my vintage soul. What an amazing name. I love it. I love it. Hi, Gigi. Angel, what a great pickup. You are going to love this bowl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we have, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like Vanna White. I'm like, and here we have, I know some of your sellers. Do you ever feel like that? Like you're just, all right. This is Italian. I wish you know what we need? I've totally just figured out what we need. I have 3 cameras in front of me. Like literally my husband has this whole thing set up. There's 3 cameras here. I need one on him that I control and I can press a button so you can see his face. We are going to do this because he just sits over here mocking me. Like he's either going like this or shaking his head or something. So we need a camera so you can see that because that's going to be far more entertaining than I am. Anyways, this is Italian hand-painted trinket dish. I like this because you have all this texture to it. Like all of these, you can feel each one of these little flowers. And it's like this brownish green color. I don't even know the exact color, but it's really cool. Very natural looking. It is, it looks like there's flea bites. It's not really flea bites. It's just kind of age going around there. I did wash it out, got it, like I really cleaned it. So you've got the inside, that's just like a little stain. And then of course the same pattern around the edges. And then the bottom says dip into a mano. I know I did not say that right, but that does mean made handmade or made by hand is the translation there. And it is signed and numbered. Painted by hand. I knew it, I was close. We're gonna go ahead and run it. This is a really pretty piece of pottery. All right, up and going. Thank you for your bid. Jujubee, you're gonna like this one. This is gorgeous. And congratulations, Jujubee, this is going to you. So I am enjoying my new setup here because I feel like I can like see the chat better. Before, like my table was there, my TV was back here, so I couldn't see. JV Strip, sorry. JV Strip, you are our giveaway winner. You get a Lucky Duck package, but more importantly, you get to pick any item in the bin, throw that number in the chat. You've got 5 minutes. I will run it at 30% off today. No obligation, doesn't have to be something that you want per se or that you even want to buy, but just could be something cool that you're like, hey, maybe somebody would like it. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. All right, these guys are adorable. These are little sugar cats. There is a call out on them, and I will show you which one, I'll show you what that is. But they are little sparkle sugar textured cats or kittens. I think they're what you call, what is that word? Anthropomorphic? I know I'm not saying it right. Where the faces look kind of human. That's what I'm trying to say. But they're gray, they're cute. If you like cats, these are adorable. They say Dale on the bottom. I don't know if Dale, that's it right there. Thank you, Jujubee. Anthropomorphic. I can't even say it when I'm reading it. Anthropomorphic. But they are adorable. So you've got them in 2 different poses. See if I can hold them here. 2 different poses going on. Now the repair is on this leg. So I don't know if you can see that. There's a close-up in the pictures, but this leg came off at one time and they have repaired it. So there is a repair on the leg. You can just tell where they glued it, but they did a good job. We're gonna go ahead and run those little fellas right now. They are up and going. Try to get them on the camera. There we go. Thank you for your bid, Lori. Welcome in, Light Bulb Sunset and Marco and Oliver. Hello, hello. And Lori Lou, those are going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you guys, I learned something new. And you probably already know this. I know sometimes it takes me a little bit to catch up. There's like ninja mode. I did not know there was ninja mode on Whatnot, where, again, my husband's laughing at me. You could like go in your settings. Somebody told me this in the talk show the other day, that I learned all about it. You can go in your settings, and so that when you enter a show, they don't know that you're in the show. As a seller, I'm kind of like, I'm trying to say hello to people, but on the other side, hey, ninja mode's kind of cool. It was just something I learned. I thought it was cool. Okay, where are we? We are doing this Van Briegel pottery. So this is a piece of pottery, and it is signed there by Van Briegel, and kind of hard to see, but that is the Van Briegel mark on there. I know it looks like just a bunch of scribbles. And then we have the very beautiful, it's supposed to be a bird of paradise. Now here's the thing. You could tell it's like gold and white. I don't know if this is the original intent or if the golds wore off. I can't tell. I don't know if it was supposed to look like that or if it's wore off over age. But it is up and going. No chips or cracks. Thank you for your bid. Nelisa, I see. Maybe, are you on stealth? Oh, there you go. I just see that you joined. I'm like, because I was doing a show the other day and somebody bought something and I'm like, I swear I didn't see you in the show. Thank you, Nelisa. This is going to you.
Thank you.
I have a couple little glass pieces that I think are really pretty. Assorted quackery. Oh my God, you are like my people. So we do ducks. Look it, I have Quacky Easter. I love your name. All right. I have this little piece here. So this is all glass, no chips or cracks, and it has that beautiful little swirl look to it with that multicolor of just that rainbow of colors going on. It is a little bud vase. We're going to run this one 3 inches tall, and that's going now. $5.70 and $8.49. Trying to see. Thank you for your bids. And Lori Lou, that one is going to you. Let me take a quick
Thank
look and
you.
see what we're going to leave that there so we can admire it for a second while I look up what 570 is. Oh, absolutely. Okay, we'll do that one next. Okay, Lori, that is going to you. That is so pretty. Let's do 570, which is this little teacup. Now, this has a call out. I put it in the description, but I will make sure you know. And Lori Lou, you unlocked wait, this side. See, now I can see myself this side, right up there. Go up there and click on that little crown and get your coupons if you're unlocking
Welcome
levels.
to bronze level.
I think we do pretty good coupons if I do say so myself. So we have this gorgeous little tea set here. Love the colors, this deep dusty rose. The no chips or cracks, but the call out is there's some staining on the inside of that cup, and you can kind of see that there. We're going to go ahead and run that one. And that is going now. Thank you so much for your bid. And let's go and see, what was that other number? $8.49. And Lori, thank you so much. That's going to you, Lori.
Thank you.
And the other one is the Anna Lee doll. So I have 2 Anna Lees. This is the laundry one, so we'll go ahead and run. This is the one that was requested. So this is a little Anna Lee. Look at the little clothes. I love her little, like it's all tied. Isn't that so cute? It has the original tag on there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it says Anna Lee 96. And so there she is. Nothing wrong with this one. This has all its pieces, everything. It's nice and clean. And that is up and running. Thank you for your bid. I did not know a lot about these, and then I have since learned that they are very collectible. And Elisa, that is
Thank
going to
you.
you. Thank you so much. All right, we have this other Anna Lee, and let me get it pinned. Maybe, if I can get my keyboard to catch up to me here. There we go. All right. We have this Anna Lee. This is the coal miner, and there is a call out because he's missing his shovel. So he's supposed to be like holding this shovel, and it didn't come with the shovel. Everything else is there, and it's in really great shape, nice and clean. Has the original little, you can see, I don't think you can, right there's the Anna Lee tag on it. And these are all his little coal mining bags. And that one is up and going. He looks awfully happy to be, oh no, flood levy, not coal mining, filling flood bags. He looks awfully happy that he's filling flood bags. I used to live in Florida with the hurricanes. That's not a fun thing to do. All right, where are we? We have this really pretty vase. This reminded me of my daughter Zoe, who obviously Zoe's Treasures is named after. She is an avid reader, and when I say avid, this girl goes through books like I cannot keep enough books in the house. Her goal, she's 14, her goal is to be classified as having her own library. I read somewhere that if you have like 500 books or something, you can actually get a classification of a library. She is well on her way. This summer, the project is going to be to line a whole wall in her room for bookshelves. All right. Honey, what are you doing to my TV?
Sorry.
Yeah, can you? We're doing a show here, mister. Come on, what are you doing? All right. Okay, so we have this beautiful vase that reminded me of my daughter because it's porcelain. It's a little girl reading her books here. It is so pretty. It is made in Japan, so we got a little Japan thing there. And then you have the vase. No chips or cracks. Oh, nope, there is a little chip. Hold on. There is about to be a chip right here. It's like you can see a line right there where it's not quite gone yet, but you can kind of see the little line where there possibly will be a chip someday in the future, not now. All right, that is up and going. Musheri, welcome in. I think I lost, there's my chat. All right, I lost my chat. Deb Miles, thanks for coming in. And Mandy, thank you so much. It's going to you.
Thank you.
All right. We have another piece of glass, and it is pink. It's so pretty. So this also has the same kind of like swirly other colors of glass going on in there. I'm sure there's a proper technical name, but on this show we call it the swirly colors. That's what it's going to be. No chips or cracks. You can actually feel and see that Ponto mark on the bottom. And then you've got a pretty decent size opening on the top. And that piece of glass is up and running. Thank you for your bids. I like this one. You don't see pink like glass as often, at least I don't think so. Thank you, Nalisa. That's going to you.
Thank you.
Welcome in, Logan? Oh, 846 and 847? Absolutely. Let's see what they are. Let me get my laptop here. Not my laptop, my keyboard. Yeah. Oh, look at that. What a coincidence. This is 846. All right, so we're going to start with 846 and then we'll go to 847. Oh, 847 was the pink one we just ran. Got it. Okay, we're good. I'll catch up. See y'all? Sometimes it just takes me a minute, but really I'm there. All right, so we have this beautiful yellow. Now this is like thin, like very delicate glass. It almost reminds me of Bohemian glass. I don't think it is, but it reminds me of that. And it has these painted like little yellow flowers on there. And then these red dots are actually little pieces of glass. They're like raised red, like pieces of glass. No chips or cracks. A little Ponto mark down there. And then of course it's the bud vase on top. And this has the beautiful swirlies too. And it is up and going. Oh, nope, it says invalid attempt. Let me try again. Maybe it's not up and going. Now it's up and going. Thank you for your bids. Hello, Robin, Thrift Maiden, and Terry. Oh, look at that's a good, you can really see the flowers on that one. Now, Lisa, that's going to you. This is a great pickup. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, where are we now? I think we've done all the requests. Oh, hold on, I have got to get a better keyboard here. Something is just not working with my keyboard. I've got a few items left. We've got about 7 things left here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those. So we have a sugar and creamer. This is depression glass. This is from about the 1920s. It is Jeanette glass, and it has that gorgeous iris design. No chips or cracks. This is from my personal collection. You have your lidded sugar bowl. And that is up and going. Thanks for looking at that. All right, this next one is a piece of glass that is just stunning. Now, y'all, any of you out there that are sellers, y'all got to tell me, do you do this or is it just me? I'll get something like this that is like, oh, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, I can't wait to put it in my show. And then I'm like, oh, but then I got to pack it. And I don't mind, I sell a lot of breakables, but sometimes I curse myself when I'm packing. I'm like, you need to think about that, Tracy. All right, we're going to run this in just a second here. This is just stunning, though. It is gorgeous blue on top. Then you have this clear bottom, and look at that little pedestal base. Look at that bulb. How adorable is that? And gorgeous etchings all the way around. No chips or cracks on this. This would make a stunning centerpiece. And it is up and running. No, it's not. Whatnot likes to give me a little error message. Now it's up and running. Thank you so much for your bid. This is just beautiful. I mean, you could probably fill it with all kinds of different stuff in this. Put some twinkle lights in there or something. I say that about everything. Just put twinkle lights in it. Now, Lisa, that's going to you. Thank you so much. I will pack it very carefully, I promise. And now Lisa unlocks the silver tier. We have this little sugar and creamer. I actually came across 2 sets of these just in different colors. I have like a maroonish color set too. But this is Royal Winton, Grimwald's, Hazel, Chintz, Floral. That's a lot. It's a beautiful sugar and creamer set. It is bone china. You've got your original Royal Winton marks on the bottom. Very little bit of paint wear, very, very minor on some of the gold trim. And it is this black with these just pops of color. So you get your creamer and your sugar bowl. And that is going to run now. All right, up and going. Oh, look at, see how pretty those colors are? So pretty. We are getting close to last call, so if there's anything in the bin, you let me know if you want that, to see anything. Angel, thank you so much. This is going to you.
Thank you.
All right, 2 more items left, and then we're probably going to go raid somebody. We have a antique toothpick holder, but it doesn't have to be for just toothpicks. You can put anything in it. This like some like little makeup brushes in your bathroom too, like the ones that you do your eyeshadow and stuff with. Well, it'd be great. So this is Handy Dandy is the name, but the exact maker and date is unknown. But it came from a collection that I got from a lady at an estate sale, and I had about 15 different types of toothpick holders, and they were all late 1800s, early 1900s. So I feel very confident in saying that this is from that time period. And that is up and going. And then it has a little, and she marked everything. She was a collector who like labeled every single thing, and that was just, as somebody kind of coming behind and buying from an estate, that was so helpful to me. Thank you for looking at that. All right, our last piece, we're going to do our clown glass here. This is from Mexico because it says made in Mexico right there. I can't read it because I don't speak Spanish. Hecho en Mexico. Yes, I slaughtered that. That's okay. I do it all the time. He tries to teach me Spanish, and yeah, I know like probably some bad words, and that's it. But it is a beautiful clown decanter. And so you've got your little clown, like, you know, ruffled thing. You've got applied arms and hands, and you got your big old clown feet. There's a poncho. You can kind of feel it and see it down there on the bottom. And it is a decanter, but you can use it for flowers because it doesn't have the lid. The lid was the face, which, you know what, clown faces are creepy, so it's a good thing it's not here. I think it's probably prettier this way. No chips or cracks, and we're going to run it. And it's going now. Thank you, Angel, for your bid. And Angel, that clown vase is going to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we did not get a pick on the flash sale item, so I have some stuff I just kind of in reserve just in case we don't get a pick. So I'm going to run this on flash sale for you. These are beautiful. Okay, so do you like Tanala or Ken Edwards? This is Ken Edwards Tanala napkin rings. Now, you know you don't have to use napkin rings just for napkins. You can put towels in them in a bathroom. You could mount them on a wall and hang something from them, you know, like with a command strip or something. They are gorgeous, though. So this is Mexican pottery, straight from Tanala. You get 4 of these. And let me find the number here. And I'm going to run this at 30% off. If I can pull it up here. I will be able to. I just got to find it. There it is. All right. So they are normally $34 because even in Mexico where I can get things pretty cheaply, these were not cheap. So you're getting a really great deal here. We're going to run these 30% off. No chips or cracks. They are new. They're not vintage. They're brand new from Tanala. I picked them up personally last December. And we're going to run them, I said, 30% off. And we're going to run it for 45 seconds because we're getting towards the end of our sale, and that is up and going now if you are interested in those. Y'all come, please bookmark my shows, and again, watch for our announcement. We are doing a show on Friday nights. We're going to start at this coming up Friday, unlike any other show that you have seen. I'm telling you it's going to be different. I don't want to give you all the details yet because I'm going to schedule it, do a really cool thumbnail. We're working on it. I'm super excited about it though. So 6 o'clock Friday nights, please come and join me. And then Monday and Wednesday this week, 7 a.m. I do our random poll. So it's just random stuff, all dollar starts. It's all like vintage decor. So come and check that out. And with that, we're going to go find somebody to raid. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I so appreciate it. And I have to go and like buy my kid her Easter gift cards because I'm that mom who waits to the last minute before Easter to do anything. So that's what we're about to go do. Let me see who is on right now. If you guys know of anybody who's on or while you're waiting for me, please share your shows. Oh, Western Grace is on. I love the couple. This is another husband and wife team. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. I appreciate that. So we're going to go raid Western Grace. Show them some love. And we will see you next time.